My parents hate when I talk about them on stage. They hate it so much. So my parents are named Sharon and Buck. I call them Sharbucks. And they love that. And so Sharbucks has 7 kids. 7. Yeah. And in that lineup, I'm the best. It's funny, I met this other stand-up about a year ago, and we were getting drinks after our set, and he's older than me, and he said that he could tell that I was young because I was still talking about my parents in my act. And I was like, oh, I thought it was because I'm gorgeous, thin, and still have my hair. But we can go by your metrics, sir. Actually, that guy's now my boyfriend. Oh my god, I know! 2 gay comedians, right? Like, a la Lord of the Rings, there can only be one. But no. I know 2 comedians aren't supposed to date each other, like, comedian on comedian. Love is like Mentos and Diet Coke, right? Like, boom! Like, we don't know what just happened, but we know that it's sticky. Not a good idea. And I don't want to rag on comedians, right? Comedians are great. I'm a comedian, and I'm fantastic. But, like, it's a shame for all of you for when 2 comedians date each other because you don't get to date us. It's like when 2 horses get together. You know that the mule community is like, oh, missed opportunity. But the way I see it, he's gay, I'm gay, and we gotta support each other, right? And the way we choose to support each other is with our penises. So, yes, I am queer, I am in a gay relationship, and my parents could not be more supportive because they're bigots. Yes, and I know it sucks because my generation is supposed to be coming from more accepting parents, right? Like, the kind of parents who are like, oh, we don't care if you love him, or capital H-I-M, But my parents are like, if we ever hear you say I love you to another man, he better be hanging on a wall in a T formation, slowly bleeding to death from an inconvenient hat. Well, it's not like my parents are total homophobes. They at least acknowledge that, like, queerness exists. I remember what they've always taught us growing up, that when a man loves another man very, very much, that they should sit on those emotions instead of each other. My parents and I have always clashed, which was hard growing up, and, you know, being biracial and queer and having this widow's peak before it was like a thing. My parents just never understood, you know, and it's hard to explain. Actually, when people ask me to explain my parents or describe them, I just say, no thank you. I mean, hey, I do sympathize with Starbucks, though. I couldn't have been easy raising such an obviously fabulous child, because let me tell you, I have always been this terrific. I'm talking about, like, the other kids were in preschool, busy playing Red Rover, and I was like, I prefer rosé. And the day I was born, I came out of my mother's vagina with a martini and a grudge, like, ugh, let's do this. The doctor slapped my ass, and I was like, my safe word is, where?